Dear families, thank you for taking some time to have a look at what we've been doing at Lara Green to help our children deal with bullying and try to prevent it. When we talk about bullying, we listen to this song, listen to the words and sing along, and it's uplifting. To start your thinking, would you like to look at these 3 statements and decide which are true and which are false? In fact, from the statistics we received from United Against Bullying, these are all true. Mostly bullying is face-to-face, which surprised us. Children who are bullied are more likely to be absent from school. And 90% of children bullied online are also bullied at school. These really gave us something to think about. We've been working on a definition for bullying. It's really important that children understand what bullying is and what relational conflict is, because they are very different things. There is an actual definition of bullying from United Against Bullying, which I'll just read to you, and it says, bullying is the repetitive, intentional hurting of one person or group by another person or group, where the relationship involves an imbalance of power. Bullying can be physical, verbal, or psychological. It can happen face to face or online. So these are the 4 words that we've been sharing with our children. So they need to know that bullying is repetitive, it's hurtful, it's intentional, and most importantly, there's a power imbalance. If you look at slide 5, we've shared this cartoon with our children. On the left is an example of relational conflict, which most adults and children go through at some point in their life. We can't get on with everyone, and occasionally things tip over and one insult leads to another, and both parties are involved in that. That's not an example of bullying, that's relational conflict. However, if you look at the diagram on the right, this is an example of bullying where there's an imbalance of power. One party is sharing the insults, be them physical, verbal or emotional, and the other person is shouting "stop it" or not shouting anything at all, and feels powerless to prevent it. This is an example of bullying, where the bully or the ringleader has all the cards. The next slide shows that bullying is always, so the research tells us, a group behaviour. There'll be a target. We don't like to call them the victim, but there will be a target to which the bullying is directed. There is normally a ringleader, and there are reinforcers, assistants and defenders. Now it's often that the assistants actually do the hurting, do the physical hurting or say the insults, but the ringleader is the person who traditionally would be called the bully, the person who is driving it, who is suggesting it and persuading others to join in. The reinforcer is the person who takes the role of getting other people involved, and they assist the ringleader. The assistant often does the hurt. The defender might ask the target if they're okay, or might try and persuade the other parties not to take part. So, as a school, 3 steps to bullying. Let's make sure we do this everywhere, because we know that bullying takes place online, when children play out, in the playground, at school. So we really need to make sure that all families and all of our school staff are on board with this. These are our 3 steps. We are creating a respectful culture where everyone is valued, everyone is included, and nobody shares insults about personal characteristics, about actions, about religion, about colour, about anything. The second one is to celebrate difference in all, which we do through our collective worship, our assemblies, our PSHE, and all our adults model this behaviour. And the third one is to challenge discriminatory language. If we hear children or adults discriminating against people with their language or their actions, it really needs to be challenged. And this needs to happen everywhere. So as part of our bullying or anti-bullying campaign at school, we've asked children to look at the cartoon that was on slide 5 and to make their own version of it. And I'd just like to share with you a few of our posters. Here are some of our winners, and as you can see, they've tried to represent relational conflict and bullying, or bullying and kindness, and we're really proud of our children. On our website there's another slide with so many of the children's posters, and we're really proud of it. So there are 4 posters there for you. So families, what can you do to help? So we've just come up with some ideas that you can do to support your children in the community and support us at school. Talk to your children about the difference between relational conflict, which is just essentially arguing or disputing with another person, and bullying. Show this training to everyone in your family. I think it's only about 5 minutes. Make sure your children tell an adult if they are bullied online. That's really important. Keep on being kind to everyone and show your children how it's done. We see you do it every day and we're really grateful. Also, help your children resolve disagreements with their friends. We can't get along with everyone all the time. It doesn't mean that we're being bullied. If we are being bullied, it has to stop. Thank you so much for listening, taking part. If you have any questions, please do give us a ring at school. Thank you so much.